4 days out, chest and shoulders. Let me show you what I did. All right, guys and girls, here we are at Elite, home base. I have 3 sessions left, well, technically 2 now, this one's done. And I could not be happier with how things are transpiring this final week. I've actually had to load food pretty daggone aggressive because my weight just wants to keep pummeling. And I woke up this morning, I was 224.8, so finally, and I'm in a good stable spot. So we're coming here, we're gonna hit chest and shoulders today. Now I want you to watch and pay close attention. I'm taking nothing to failure. My volume is pared down a bit, and I'm moving at a quick pace. Like I think this took us 57 minutes, start to finish. That's first warm-up exercise to literally Chaz filming me pose. 57 minutes. So that shows you how quick this is. So if you're following along with Johnny Cage program, know that this is your deload week. And the purpose of this is not going to failure. Now, if you feel great, by all means, gas it. Use these same exercise and exercise sequencing and just take them on to failure. So I'm gonna show you exactly what I did, why I did it, and talk to you about the ideology behind my final workouts. Exercise number 1. And what you'll notice, the theme of this is it's all the same exercise I've done this whole prep and all season. We're starting with the wide hamstring press. And instead of working up to 5 plates, I just work up to 4. And I intentionally move at a quicker clip. And in addition to that, I don't use wrist wraps, I don't use elbow wraps. So it limits my ability to really get leverage, right? So instead of having 5 plates on the air, I really just milk 4 for a set of 10. If you can see, that's super smooth. It's very similar if you watch our leg day. It's how I felt in the hack. Could I have done 5 or 6 more? Yes, but that's not what I need at this point. So the top set, so to speak, 4 plates, 10 reps. Drop down to 3 plates, and with this, it's all about squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So what I want to think about, opening the chest, contract like a chest. Getting connection to it, get it pumped, get it full, and then we're moving on. All right, next up is gonna be incline flies. I did pull back the weight here. I had been working up to 60s even as little as last week, but I didn't want to go up to 60s because I didn't want to have to worry about stabilizing that weight. So I did 15 with 30, 12 with 40, and then did 50. I think I got 10 there. And that was the perfect amount for the ability in which I controlled these pulls in the hole and really felt the contraction. Final superset here with chest is gonna be a high cable crossover. I did a set of 15 and then stretch push-ups just short of failure. And the set that Chaz filmed here is, I believe I got a set of 12-ish and then stretch push-ups. And I took these almost all the way to the end. After the second set, I took a minute rest, stripped the weight down so I had 100 on there, stripped down to 80, and then I did one final set of high cable crossovers, and then I let it sit in the stretch, really open my pecs up, and then we hit some most musculars. So I know that's people like, oh, that's just for vanity and looking cool on camera. Absolutely not. That is about driving in those final little bits of detail and to prepare me to pose on stage. The most muscular shot is the last shot we hit when we're on the stage. And that is one of my strengths. So I need to be able to make sure when I hit that, I am splintered from my armpit to my sternum. And that is a strong point of my physique, and I need to show it. Because that shows my condition and the effort in which I put into this prep with diet, cardio, and training. Right now onto some shoulders. You can probably guess what we're gonna do here. Reverse pec deck, sets of 20, superset it with band pull-aparts for sets of 20. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy, what we've always done. I do 3 rotations of this, going heavier on each set of the reverse pec deck as I get more of the groove of the exercise, and then we're on to the next side lateral rotation. Side lateral time. I'm doing sets of 15 and then sets of 12 of side laterals. I use the 30s for set 1 and I use the 35s for the one that Chad has filmed. After I hit 12 of those, I set them down, walk over to the machine side lateral. I do 10 full range of motion reps and then 20 bottom half partials. So with this, guys, I need you to make sure that you're milking that side delt. So you're getting double full range of motion reps, but these are different tension, right? The dumbbell side lateral is by far the heaviest at the top and it's lighter at the bottom, whereas this machine side lateral is gonna be heavier in the bottom than it is at the top. So I really manipulate the strength curve there to really blow up my side delts. 2 rounds of that rotation, and that's all I needed. Final thing of shoulders here today, guys, and that's gonna be the dumbbell Y raise. I grabbed the 20-pound dumbbells, laid face down on an incline bench, and I just did as many as I could. I don't remember how many reps that was. It was somewhere north of 10. Then I stand up, grab the red short minivan from Elite FTS, walk over to the doorway, and I try my best to get 3 passes. That was excruciating. I could feel my energy reserves were in the freaking toilet at that point. And when I know that, it triggers this sick thing in my brain where I'm like, go fuck yourself, asshole. Finish this fight. And I go over to the hamstring incline, and this is a little bit of like carryover, so I get back on a little bit of upper chest, but this also gets a good bit of front delt. So because I have the seat set a little bit lower than I would do normally for a chest press. So just do as many reps as I can. Notice how controlled these are. There's only 2 plates aside. All I'm trying to do is get a crazy nasty pump. And if you watch this posing that I'm sure Chad's gonna link in here next, that is years of effort and hard work, guys. My chest used to be horrible. My shoulders used to be horrible. My shoulders were my worst body part. And it took over a decade to develop this amount of thickness and density in my chest and shoulders to be able to display this kind of physique. Countless meals, chicken breast, rice, olive oil, beef, potatoes, eggs, oats, cream of rice, like you name it. So when I tell you guys, my genetics are horrible in bodybuilding, it's the truth. And I need you to know, if you're watching out there, if that's you looking in the mirror and you see this skinny kid or this really fat guy and you're like, this fucking sucks, I'm never gonna be able to look like Chris. False. You just have to give it enough time, effort, and energy. And I promise you'll be able to get at least a version of this, or your version of this. And it'll be way more rewarding when you would do that and achieve it. Because I've always felt this, right? Like, I've only gotten to this point in my life through failing. And that's a tough reality for a lot of people to swallow, right? Like, I've gotten kicked in the teeth so many freaking times, but I've learned from that and promised, like, hey, if I make a mistake here, I'm not gonna make it again. And again, that goes back to football, business, coaching, bodybuilding. Fail your way to success. And I promise, at the end, you'll be like, I'm so glad I stuck with it. So if you like this video, guys, like, share, subscribe. We're at, I think right before I left the house, we were just over 52,000 subscribers. So inching closer, so 48,000 to go. So please like, share, subscribe, turn the bell on, tell your friends. Like literally, I am asking everyone out there, like, let's get this thing to 100, let's get the plaque, and I'm gonna do a serious giveaway. I haven't decided what. It'll probably be some bowl gains, it'll probably be some cool t-shirts that I'm gonna release soon. It might even be a program. So again, share, like, subscribe. Until next time, Chris TV, 4 days out. Let's get this